Are you all right?
Do I look all right?
She was sitting on the ground with her back to the road, her head turned to look up at him. Above her right eyebrow, the skin was scraped off to her hairline. The raw place was striped with beaded threads of blood. It was dirty, and a few bits of straw-colored weeds clung to the stickiness. Jake sat down beside her on the edge of the ditch. Both her knees and the front of her right thigh were in the same condition as her forehead. Her right arm hung between her legs, knuckles against the ground. She held the arm with her other hand while it shook. She didn't appear to be trying to hold it still. The other hand seemed meant to soothe it, the way someone might lay a hand on an injured pet. "Do you think it's broken?" Jake asked.
"I wouldn't know."
Jake took out a notepad. "Could I have your name?"
"Jamerson,"
she said. The corner of her mouth twitched. Jake wrote. "And your first name?"
"Celia."
"Thanks." She turned her head to look at him again. "Shouldn't you be doing something about that?" Her eyes shifted toward the blazing van 50 or 60 feet to her left. "The fire truck's on the way. My partner's keeping an eye on things."
"What about the driver?"
"We can't do much for him."
"Is he dead?"
"A shish kebab," Chuck had remarked when he saw the driver's remains hanging out the windshield. "Yes," Jake said.
"He tried to hit me. I mean it. He had the whole road to himself. I'm over by the shoulder, and I signal him to go around. And I look back, and he's actually swerving right at me. He's grinning, and he swerves right at me. Must have been going 60.
Her face had a puzzled expression, as if she were listening to a bizarre joke and waiting for Jake to feed her the punchline.
"That guy meant to kill me," she said. "He creamed my bike."
She nodded toward it. The bike with its twisted wheels lay in the weeds on the far side of the ditch.
"What happened, I turned quick to get out of his way and it flipped on me. Just before he hit it, I guess. The van never touched me. Next thing I knew, I was landing in the ditch and there was this crash. Bastard. That's what he gets, going around trying to... What did I ever do to him?"
"Did you know him?" Jake asked.
"I've heard of these guys. They'll run down dogs just for laughs. Hey, maybe he thought I was a dog."
She tried to laugh and came out with a harsh, sobbing noise. "Had you ever seen the man before?"
"No."
"Did you do anything that might have angered him?"
"Sure, I flipped him the bird. What is this? Is it suddenly my fault?"
"Did you flip him off?"
"No, damn it. I didn't even see him until he was about a foot off my tail."
"As far as you're concerned, then, his action was totally unprovoked?"
"That's right."
"You say that you heard the crash just after you landed in the ditch."
"Maybe I hadn't hit yet. I really don't know."
"What happened next?"
"I think I conked out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Then what happened? I heard your siren. That's when I got up and..."
"Hey, Jake!" Jake looked over his shoulder. Chuck, fire extinguisher in one hand, was standing by the open rear door of the flaming van and waving him over. "I'd better see what he wants. Sit tight. There should be an ambulance on the way." Celia nodded. Jake stood up, brushed off his seat, and walked over to his partner. "Take a look-see here," Chuck said, pointing to the ground. The pale dirt of the road's shoulder was speckled with a few dark blotches. Jake crouched for a closer look. "Looks like blood to me," Chuck said. "Yeah. Was the girl over here?" "Not according to what she told me." "We better find out for sure, 'cause if she wasn't, know what I mean?" Jake heard a distant siren. He saw a smear of blood on the gray asphalt of the road. The fire truck or ambulance wasn't in sight yet, so he rushed across both lanes. Chuck trotted along beside him, still hanging onto the fire extinguisher. "How'd someone survive a crash like that?" Chuck said. Jake shook his head. "Just lucky." "Yeah, I guess it can happen. You hear about folks making it through airline crashes." "There," he pointed. "I see it. A slick of blood on a blade of crabgrass." Jake stepped into the weeds. He scanned the ditch and the field beyond it. Both were overgrown with weeds that had flourished and bloomed under the recent spring rains.